Hey friends, Kristen here with Little Roots Ranch, and today we're going to talk about pinching dahlias. So these are all dahlias, and these were started from seed. Actually, my kids got the seed for me, and I think they might be miniature dahlias. I'm not 100% sure, but nonetheless, I'm really excited to grow them. Now, I will tell you, the tips have a little bit of, I don't know if you can see that, a little bit of brown. And so it's got a little burn just because they're starting to reach the grow lights. And so they're burning a little bit, but that's okay because I'm going to pinch them. Now, you might, just to give you the heads up, I planted these in soil blocks. So that's what I have going on here. I know it looks insane right now, but so you might be wondering, well, okay, first of all, I can understand if you're going, like the first time you pinch dahlias or any other flowers for that fact, because a lot of flowers benefit from pinching them, deadheading, whatever. But I want you to know that you will have a better plant. It will be bushier, wider, sturdier, produce more flowers. The only caveat is that it's going to take a week or two longer to produce flowers, because when you pinch this, and I'll show you how to do that in just a moment, but when you pinch this, what it's going to do is it's going to send, instead of growing, like continuing to grow on and putting energy into the bud, which there is a teeny tiny little flower already popping up. I don't know if you can see that, right? Can you see this here? Little flower. But what happens is, as I want the plant to focus on still producing like greenery and strengthening itself and all of that stuff and working on the laterals. And so I do that by cutting the terminal bud. So when do you want to cut dahlias? Excellent question. When they're about 12 to 16 inches tall and or have 4 sets of leaves. So the leaves on dahlias grow opposite each other. So if I'm talking about this one in particular, you see here how this is one set of leaves and they grow opposite. So I'm not cutting here, but if I were, I'd cut right there in the middle, and these two seemingly smaller stems, leaves, whatever, branches will grow into bigger. And then if we're talking about identifying where the terminal bud is, you're gonna wanna go to the top and look for what's growing out. So this one's a flower, right? Because you can see at the top, there's your branches, but then there's the flower, and then this is growing up. So that's gonna be what I'm gonna cut. On this one in particular, I don't know if you can see all the way down here, this leaf is part of one bud or one branch set. Actually, there's one below. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one has 6. And so I want to do it after 4. I could really do it anywhere. This one does have a flower, and I don't want it to focus on flowering yet. Again, I think these are dwarf seeds, so it's going to be a smaller dahlia anyways. But I'm just going to take this and I'm going to snip it with clean scissors. And so if you wanted, I believe you can root this to get more plants. But yeah, that one's done. And so you can see here that it's nice and beautiful. So this will kind of be like where the height of the plant is. On some of them, I'm gonna do them a little bit lower to cause them to branch out, especially these are smaller ones. But yeah, and I'm gonna have way healthier plants with larger blooms. And I'm excited. So I'll do a fast version of doing the rest of them. Hold tight. So here I'm just going through and pinching all of the tops. Pretty easy. Okay, so all of these have been pinched. Some are a little taller than others, and that's more of like a little bit of an experiment. But, one other thing I wanted to add is, of course, you can use the clean scissors, but a lot of times for the small little tiny buds, you can literally just pinch them off. It's really easy. But yeah. So it only takes, here's one actually, little tiny one right there. I don't know if you can see it, but I will just pinch that one. It's really small, really small. But I just pinched that off, and I've got all of these, and like I said, I can root those if I wanted to. I'm a little out of room under the lights, so I'm not going to. But basically, this is the finished product, and like I said, the downside is that it may take an extra week or two possibly to get blooms, but you will have a stronger, healthier, wider plant that's more sturdy, and you will have more blooms because obviously instead of having a single leader, the top 2 leaves are going to become double leaders, and so you'll get more flowers that way. And yeah, and who doesn't love the beautiful splash of dahlias everywhere? So I'm really excited. I can't wait to get these bad boys out. I still have to wait a little bit longer, but not too much longer. And they're one of my favorite flowers to see in the garden during the summer. And so I'm really excited about that. And these, of course, are a surprise. Like I said, I got the seeds from my kids. And so I don't know what colors they're going to be or how full or, you know, any of that stuff. So I'm really, really excited. If you have any questions about, was it not snipping, trimming, pinching the dahlias, drop them down below and I'll get to them. And if not, I hope I answered all your questions, and I hope you're growing dahlias too because they're so beautiful. Thank you for watching. Bye.